Aries, welcome to my general relationship reading. In this week, I'm gonna tell you another set of story happened in February, which is can show you how synchronicity works, right? Back in February, I have listened to two outstanding reading. This first reading is the February 2nd, February 1st, 2023. Um, and there's Tarot channel just Sayin Tarot Oracle, who published video titled Taurus. This is faded. Next 40 hours, Tarot and Oracle reading 2023. So in that reading, she mentioned the co-creation in this upcoming week, right? The February 5th, Katy Tarot published a video titled as Taurus, Unexpected Miracle Land in Your Laps, 6 to 12. If you look at the Katy Tarot, usually always have some topic as a miracle or the blessing. So a lot of times people usually discount it or just skip it away. But all those meaningful titles, it does create some impact on the life of the people. I think let me give you one of the example for this reading. I will give you an example, tips how to do the co-creation with spirit and divine at the end of this reading. All right. So Katy Tarot mentioned in February 5th. She was specified the February 6 to 12 for the Taurus. She said, we have the card of synchronicity. Your prayer and question are being answered by synchronicity events. Notice them in order to increase the flow. So all you need to do is taking notice of those events, those synchronicity when they take place in their life. Right. So she also have a lot of card reading over there. And what happened was February, beginning of February, I started to notice my dishwasher is malfunction. So the dishwasher, when the timer point to 2, at one morning I get it up and nothing is working. The dirty dishes was still there. I was so annoyed, and I had tried to fix it. There is no way to fix. I had a plan to replace the dishwasher. I kind of like figure out the day to go to Home Depot's and measure my dishwasher size and plus place an order. So it's approximately like probably like $400 or $500, right? So on the week unfolding at the February 6th, and it is still break until the one morning. I have been not using the dishwasher for that like almost 2 weeks. When it get into middle of the that week, I think it's February 8th or 9th, one of a sudden at the morning, I hear the dishwasher is kicking off, it's running. I was so excited. I went to my kitchen to look, and dishwasher is up and running like as normal. I I tried to figure out what happened, right? If it's break, this is physical things, right? Even though I know there is reading talk about that, I did write down those events as they requested, right? Um, but the next day, I started to test it. I tested, no timer is working. I tested the 1 hour is working. It was working. I tested 2 hour mark. I thought it's not going to working, but it turns out it is working. It was working, and I did the 3 hour. Just run the dishwasher without doing anything. It is working. So when I come back to think about that, what does that mean for this? Is you know, the synchronicity of the event, right? This was broken and then fixed. Those are synchronicity of event and bring this serendipity to my life. But there is much more is the co-create with universe, and which is just the Sayin Tarot Oracle. That channel was talked about, right? So they co-create because I'm co-create with spirit and divine. I was given the power to tell my at here to let you guys know the spirit and divine power. It is working. It is reflected in the people's life. So what does co-create with spirit and divine means? The co-creation with spirit and divine refer to the process of collaborating with a higher power of conscience to bring about a positive change in the world. It involves acknowledge or presence of a higher intelligence or creating force in the universe and align one intention and action with this force. This co-creative process involves developing a deep sense of connection with divine through the practice such as meditation, prayer, and other spiritual practice. By connecting with those higher power, individual can tap into its wisdom, guidance, and creative energy to bring their vision and dream to life. So uh, the creation with spirit and divine also involved the surrendering the flow of life and trusting that everything is unfolding according to greater plan or purpose. It requires letting go of need to control the outcomes. Instead, allow the universe to guide the one path. So overall, if I summarize up, is co-creation involved a deep sense of faith, trust, and surrender, as well as willingness to align oneself with greater vision and purpose beyond one's individual ego. So this week I'm talk about this to you, and at the end of this video, I'm gonna talk about how I did it. And in next following weeks, I will talk about in the same week, I have 2 other examples I want to share with you. If you like my story, definitely subscribe it. I wrote a book, A Journey Must Be Taken playlist, which have a lot more story about those kind of similar with synchronicity. Definitely, I suggest you to have a copy to read it. Aries says, let me get the card for your most recently past energy is the devil, and your current energy is the king of sword. Your unfolding energy is the knight of pentacle. Your unexpected energy for this week is the Six of Pentacles. Your potential outcome for this week is, oh, this card jumped out, is a strength. So Aries says, let me use 18 as a clarifier to for those energies. So your most recent past energy is decreasing. Your current energy is stilling. Your unfolding energy is small exciting. Unexpected energy is retreating. The potential outcome for this week is the opposing. Aries, let's look at it. So your most recent past for this specific idea or initiative or thread is the, what I mean is one of initiative, right? Is devil energy. You may feel like you are stuck with someone, have such tightly aligned with someone or something. You feel like you cannot get it out from it. On the flip side is, it's you have someone team up with you or they tightly align with you, right? But in this specific case, you feel like it's your energy is exhausting, decreasing, and not as added benefit by those kind of alliance, right? So. The current energy you have is you kind of like come out from that devil energy to really stand strong, to be that kind of person sitting to judge it, right? To call judgment, have that kind of authority to say that this is what I want, this is what I'm gonna do, right? This is a stealing energy, which is really think through it, have that clarity to say, I have my idea, you you have your idea, but I have mine. I think that what I want to do is I am cut through. I have that clarity, have that authority, or I have the what I need to push forward, right? So you really think through it, right? And not making any mistake by standing through that kind of energy, right? As week unfolding, so you have that kind of light of pentacle. So this light is kind of hold the pentacle with the very slow moving horse, right? Uh, but Knight is Pentacle, you kind of like accumulate this sense of clarity, security. You know what this things relationship you can accomplish, right? If you think about Ace of Pentacles, it's a person holding the pentacle. It's a gift from the universe, right? Uh, and moving very slow. Now you are reaching the stage of moving at the vehicle, right? This vehicle is a horse moving slow, even though slow, but you are not going to move. You have a team to carry over you. You have the partner or organization to ride along with it, to support you with this pentacle, right? And this is calling for your small exciting, right? You really, by this unfolding this week, you really achieve piece by piece something, build up your security and abundance in the project side and the finance side. look at what your expected energy, right? This person, I think that it's your energy, right? You reach out the, six pentacle of that status. You feel abundant, right? And the people come to ask you to give them the help, give them the aid. You are distributing your district, your spurs, distribute your wealth by evaluate them to say, do they need it, right? Is it something you want, do they need it? Can they help them by themselves, right? And you really reach that kind of like a status or sense of abundance in your finance area, right? Um, and look at the clarify. This is number 33 is a divine number. You are retreating, right? Retreating means uh, you're not the defeat. The retreating is you have reached some kind of like status. Now it's time to instead of continue to pushing forward, you kind of give the one step back to enjoy a moment of the success you have to create for yourself, distribute those monies to people who is needed, right? Have that kind of sense of abundance with you, right? Look at the by end of this week, you'll have the strings to tie the line, right? I think this is Neo's energy. You may deal with Neo, or you may carry on the Neo in your chart, or you have that energy, right? Because you have that clarity over there, and you moving slow to build your abundance, and you did unexpected. You distribute or the uh, distribute the money, send the money, or they share those your wealth with someone else, right? Uh, but even though there is someone oppose it, right? And the clarifier is someone is really oppose it, uh, uh, and someone is in odds with you, but you are timing it, right? You have that strength to overcome the fear, to push your agenda, your initiative, to share those gifts, share this energy, share your wealth with your partner, with your team, right? All right, Aries, um, I think you have the great reading. If you like my reading, definitely subscribe it. Uh, I I think that this week you're starting with this kind of like the devil energy. You may deal with Capricorn, and you feel like tightly aligned with people's which dream you up. So by that's past energy is already over. But currently you have that clarity to you sitting still to figure out where direction to go. You slowly, surely build up your abundance, right? Not only by work, you have the vehicle to carry you, right? You achieve the small exciting, and you are able to unexpectedly have that kind of abundance coming in to share with people, right? Even though there is someone oppose you, but you have that stamina via strength to not only push back, but also convince people to go along with you, right? This is a good one. Eric says, I hope you have a blessing week. As I promised, I will tell you the tip. How do I uh, get into the co-creation with spirit and divine? All the synchronicities at the end of this video. So just like you always have that untapped the potential to be in sync with universe. So what you need to do is first you need to listen to those tarot reading often. Each tarot reading may capture only one thread of your thought. There are, if you have so many thought initiative on your mind, uh, so our other tarot reading, oracle reading will definitely help you. That's first. That will put your mind into sync with universe. Uh, when you try to co-create a universe, you will need to write down your diary. The diary is going to be you need to name your diary. Not only name your diary, you need to set up your clear goal. What do you want to have this co-creation with the higher power? What is about? Have the clear goal, right? Say I want to have my subscriber get into uh, 20K or 200K or or 2 million K. So you have this clear goal, and then you want to achieve it. You have to trust the the things will unfold on the best interest of you, and you have to use all the force you have. Everything you do is working toward that goal. Magical will could happen, magical will happen, but magical will not happen just like the something you like you get granted. It's hard work. The co-creation is hard work. You will have used whatever you want, the effort to push through the to reach that goal. Just want to say this: the magic happen like that way. You know that goal you can achieve. It's like one layer between you and that goal, but you just don't know how to get it. So you would try out 10 different way to reach that goal. You may exhaust all the options. At the last, it will happen. All right. I hope this tip does give you some kind of insight, enlightenment. I will talk you more tips at next week.